Potatoes are one of the main staple foods, regularly consumed by 1 billion people all over the planet. Worldwide, potato farmers are facing challenges on sustainability demands and yield stability. To meet these demands, several companies and research institutions from the Netherlands and Japan teamed up 4 years ago. Their public-private partnership was called TTADDA, which stands for Transition to a Data-Driven Agriculture. Using sensor technology, robotics, and modeling, TTADDA aims to create a data-driven potato production system. Several field trials were set up in both Japan and the Netherlands. Researchers analyzed potato plants from above, using multiple sensors carried by drones. Other sensors were used below ground, visualizing the growing tubers. These data were analyzed and used in combination with existing models on potato growth. Performing these trials in different geological and climatological circumstances presented a unique outcome. The result is a deeper understanding on the growth dynamics of potatoes.
We developed a sensor based on electrical impedance tomography, where we have electrodes around the plant and we can send small currents through the soil from one side to the other and measure the voltages around there. And from these voltages we can derive where there is a potato and where there is just soil. Each system has its own properties, its own benefits and drawbacks. One is suitable for wet soil, the other is more suitable for dry soil, for example. Also the resolution, the size of objects we can detect, differs per method.
What we do here, especially in Hokkaido, we fly drones, and these drones are fitted with RGB sensors and multispectral sensors that collect information about the crop. So the drones which have a RGB sensor collect information such as color, and we can also process this data to get height, coverage, or even the volume of the crops. Now, the drones with multispectral sensors, they collect the information about the health of the crops, and from this we can get vegetation indices that can help us determine what are the health indices of these potato crops.
The research that we are doing, specifically using crop growth models, is important because it can help you manage better your cultivation. You can simulate different scenarios and see what would happen if, for example, I was to irrigate once more time on the 27th of June. No model is perfect, you always have a mismatch between reality and the model, but if along the season you can correct this mismatch using information about how your crop is doing that are taken real time over the season, this can help you have better models that can yield to better management of your crop.
In this project it was very important that we could cooperate with colleagues in Japan. Well, here in the Netherlands we only have a few soil types like sandy soil and clay soil. But to try like volcanic soil, we need to go to a different country because we cannot ship the soil from one country to another.
So we were able to do a comparative study of both the European and Japanese varieties, how they grow, especially here in Hokkaido.
The fact that we had 2 independent experiments done in Japan and in the Netherlands was extremely important to validate our hypothesis. This project helps us having a more sustainable cultivation of potatoes, and that's very important because we know that the whole world is under pressure for using the limited resources that we have available.